Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and the Satan also came among them. Sons of God in the Old Testament is almost always a reference to angelic beings. So the Satan is coming along with all the rest of God's angels to present themselves before God. But remember, we know what this angel's job is. His job is to oppose, because that's what his name is, the opposer, the adversary. The question is, who is he opposing? And we could read this entire passage if you want. I would encourage you to do that if you have time to do it, when you have time to do it. But I'll just tell you, ultimately, in this passage and everywhere else that we're given a glimpse of what he's up to in the Bible, like a clear picture, he's opposing God. Satan is opposing God and God's people. He's bringing accusations that fly against God and against mankind, humanity. He accuses men to God, and he accuses God to men. That's what he does. This is how he deceives. He makes accusations. To men, to people, he says, did God really say that? Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. Did God really say not to eat the fruit from that tree? To God, he says things like, does Job really fear you for no reason at all? Have you not given him a reason to fear you, God? It can't really be because you're worthy of his fear and respect and love and admiration. It has to be because you do good things for him. You see how the accusations fly both ways? You see, we sometimes get caught up in thinking that Satan's entire objective is to deceive and oppose us. He's not just opposing us. He's constantly trying to oppose God, and he's constantly hurling accusations against God. It's a beautiful thing. That's one of the beautiful things about the story of Job. As Job stands uprightly throughout the book, he's not perfect, don't hear me wrong, but by the time we get to the end, Job figures something out. And one thing he never ever does throughout the book is curse God, even though he's told to. He never says, God, why did you let this happen to me? I thought you were good. He never does that. He never lets himself go there. He does say things like, well, God did this to me. There must be a reason. There's something going on I don't understand. But he says, it's not because I did anything wrong. You see, Job seems to be sort of self-righteous throughout the book. When you get to the end, you realize that what Job refused to do was attach a motive to God as to why things negative were happening to Job. He refused to say, well, God must have done this because of X, Y, Z, fill in the blank. That's what all his friends were doing the entire time. Job refused to do that. That's why God says, he spoke rightly of me. Job spoke rightly of me. Because you see, behind the scenes, Satan is actually accusing God in that story of not being able to create people who actually love him because he's worthy of it. He's accusing God, and Job is one who actually ends up defending God and standing up for God through his actions. We, every time we're being accused or opposed or tempted or tested by the adversary, have the opportunity to not only prove our own worth, but also to vindicate the Lord by being people who stand for truth and righteousness, even if it costs us our lives. Thanks for watching. My name's Blake, and over the past 20 years, I've been a missionary, a pastor, and a Bible college and seminary professor. During that entire time, I've been teaching the Bible. And if you want more Bible content to come your way, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video, and also check out this video right here.